what time do you stay up till?
I stay up till like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning? What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I mean, I make love a lot.
I just wanted to say the past 11 days have been really tough for everyone. Everyone is in pain and trying to make sense of it, and we'll never make sense of it. And the holidays are hard, I think, anyway.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to
No,
any
well,
of them.
is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Found out that Ellen was mean, and all these people came out and said, Ellen's actually a bitch. She lost everything. She fell apart, disappeared, because people found out that this character that she was portraying in half an hour on a television show is not really who she was. But I hadn't already known that. My buddy Greg, who was one of her writers, was like, she's a piece of shit.
Remember when Diddy said he would show the world Ellen's tape? Check this out, y'all.
All right.
Ellen, we go so far back. You don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear t-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right. Let's.
I mean,
You hold that.
okay.
All right.
I got this take to it. The joke didn't work.
No, it's
I
okay.
don't want no problem.
What?
Hey, so
What?
cheers.
That guy heard everything.
Ellen, I heard you were sick, and look what I got you.
You
Your
got me.
boy. So whenever you get sick, you can have this.
Thank you so much. That's sweet. I probably won't wear it, but Portia would.
In my opinion, I think Ellen was far more involved with Diddy than anybody knows. I mean, why do you think she left the United States of America? I don't think it was because who got elected. I think she's running from something. But what do I know?
50 Cent just destroyed Ellen DeGeneres after he went off on her for hiding the truth about Diddy. Mind you, ever since this Diddy drama went down, Ellen packed up, dyed her hair, and left America. No one really knew where she was. But baby, we are finally getting to know where she has been hiding. And remember Twitch? Her longtime DJ who mysteriously died right when she was getting exposed for making her show a hostile working environment. Well, it turns out that he was gearing up to expose her for allegedly trying to recruit him for Diddy's freak-offs against his will. We should have known Ellen was up to no good when she had Diddy on her show 17 times, blatantly talking about his after-parties. But then again, they knew that folks wouldn't catch on to what they were really talking about.
But baby, you can leave it to 50 Cent to dig out these receipts just when Ellen thinks she's off the hook.
Now, for those of y'all who are somehow not caught up, Ellen started trending a few days ago for all the wrong reasons, when 50 put in multiple clips of her in the Diddy documentary. It's unclear why exactly he did this, but baby, it brought a lot of attention back to her, and people started digging. It turns out she's not as innocent as she was making herself out to be, and may have even had something to do with the death of her DJ, DJ Twitch.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, look. You're welcome. That was...
And do y'all remember the time Ellen told Diddy that the reason she wasn't able to make it to all the parties he had been inviting her to was that they were all being held on the East Coast? As the conversation went off, Diddy referenced his freak-off parties by saying he has after-parties that are held in the second and third floors of some hotels, to which Ellen said she already knew about them.
I mean, you seriously can't make this stuff up.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to
No,
any
well,
of them.
is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then No, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music. I've heard that song, After Party.
You see, back then, nobody really questioned it much, since we clearly weren't aware of even half the stuff we know about Diddy now. That said, people have recently begun looking at everything with fresh eyes, after footage blew up showing Ellen getting obviously uncomfortable and practically sprinting to her vehicle when someone asked what she thought about the SA claims involving Diddy. She freaked out and hopped in her car before any follow-up questions could come her way.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times.
The way she responded to that question was weird, and it had people side-eyeing her heavily. On top of her already being known for treating her workers like trash and barely paying them, she also got exposed not too long ago for being super controlling and making her wife, Portia. But none of that even comes close to the rumors about her having something to do with what happened to her ex-girlfriend, Anne Heche. And it gets even crazier because Anne Heche died on August 11th, 2022, almost 4 months to the day that Ellen's DJ Twitch was also found dead. It's giving very much ritualistic timing. Now, for those who don't know about Anne, she was an actress back in the 90s. She and Ellen got together in 1997 before they split in 2000. Back then, there weren't a whole lot of LGBTQ+ celebrities being open about gay relationships, so they were getting talked about everywhere, and their whole relationship was out there for the world to see. People thought Ellen was the one who ended things with Anne, but Anne actually came out and said during a 2021 episode of her podcast, Better Together with Anne, that she was the one who broke it off with Ellen, because Ellen was only worried about money and would straight up sell her soul to get everything she wanted if she had the opportunity. I broke up with her because her goal was to have a lot of money. Mine was to find love, and hers was, I want $60 billion. Good luck. Our forks are never going to meet. The further we stay on with this, the further we will be apart.
On that same podcast, she also said Ellen tried to get her thrown in a mental facility.
And that's not even all, because after their messy breakup, Ellen really went out of her way to make sure Anne couldn't book any more acting roles. She straight up blackballed her and basically killed her whole career.
Truth that I spoke, I was hit more, buried more, or despised more, and then had calculated visions and circulations of systems that spun me up and out of the system that would in any way challenge the fact that she was not telling her own truth but another's. Why do you think she tried to put me in an institution, folks? I called my mother. Guess what? 2 people who wanted more than anything to have my truth buried. It was not my timing. I did not and could not ask God for what that would be. All I could do was stay on my truth, do what I was doing, and study this thing called love that we tried to bury. And now I am up and out of the ground. And unfortunately, those 2 women could not shut me down.
And guess what? Just a few months after she called Ellen out and exposed her, Anne ended up in a fatal car crash that left her with severe second-degree burns all over her body. She was stuck inside her burning car for 30 whole minutes before first responders even made it to the scene. She ended up passing away, and according to her autopsy report, she died from smoke inhalation, burns, and a broken sternum. People were thinking she might have been on something when she crashed, but the autopsy actually showed she was sober. I mean, she had a little bit of something in her system, but it wasn't from the time of the accident. The hospital admission blood showed the presence of benzoylecgonine, the inactive metabolite of cocaine, which means she used cocaine in the past, but not at the time of the crash. And then about 4 months after that, DJ Twitch, who was the main DJ for the Ellen DeGeneres show, also died under weird circumstances. From what was reported, Twitch checked himself into the Oak Tree Motel, and this place was literally just a 15-minute walk from the house he lived in with his wife Allison and their 3 kids. Allison reported him missing after noticing that he wasn't home. He also wasn't answering her calls or texts, yet his car was still sitting at the house. He never went anywhere without his car, so the fact that it was still parked there, along with everything else, had her panicking. And she ended up filing a missing persons report right away. Once news of his disappearance got out, the motel he checked into contacted the police, saying they found his body in the bathroom. As soon as the cops got there, they concluded that he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But a lot of people, including Twitch's wife Allison, weren't buying that Twitch took his own life. He never gave off any signs pointing to that. And honestly, he seemed like he really loved being around his family. And I mean, yeah, you can't always tell if somebody's really happy just by looking at them, but Twitch's death was mad suspicious. especially with how the police started moving with the investigation. Like when he was first found, it was reported that he didn't leave any note behind. But then a few days later, the police flipped the story and said there actually was a note, and it supposedly had reasons for why he did it. What makes it even crazier is that the feds wouldn't have even said anything about it if TMZ hadn't gone and reported on the note first. And I mean, if it's just a regular note, then why lie about it being there in the first place? The police were definitely covering something up. When all this started coming out, people began thinking that maybe Twitch got pulled into Diddy's whole freak-off situation through Ellen, and he knew way too much. I mean, Ellen literally said on TV that she knew what was going on at those parties. It's really not that wild to think she might have tried to get Twitch involved, but he said no, and they decided to get rid of him before he could expose them.
And after that Diddy drama started going down, Ellen literally left America.
Now, she said she wanted to get away because of Trump, but why did she choose a small town in the UK and dyed her color black so no one could recognize her? It was almost like she was trying to hide. But trust 50 Cent to get her. According to several people who worked on his documentary, it is being reported that Ellen talk show was going to be included too, and how Diddy was a regular guest. Allegedly, 50 still believes that there is no way Ellen had no idea what was going on. And no matter where Ellen goes and hide, she cannot escape what is coming for her. Obviously, 50 can't outright accuse her of things, because that'll probably end up in a defamation lawsuit. But his throwing in multiple clips of Diddy on her show was enough for people to catch on to what he was trying to say.
As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said,
Twitch's granddad who raised him has never believed he self-harmed. Another person said, she may have been used to expose people. Twitch saw things and couldn't stay quiet. She left the US or she'd be dead. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about 50 Cent exposing Ellen? And do you really think Ellen was involved in all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.